brothers, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. Bridgewater on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 23 yards, the final tally. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater, and he slings one that's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Bridgewater now. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 4-yard line.
Come on, set and read. Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Aguilar has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's all right.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Sack, baby.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Interception, baby, all day, all day.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Caught here by Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Jump it into a poker. Jump it.
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports.
Check, check. Watch 54. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, watch it.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 35 on second down, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Anunua's got it, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Gordon. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He finds Roberts, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Jackson from the shotgun. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. 60 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. It's caught by Roberts. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back, back, back. Go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check that.
First down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 80's yours, 80's yours. Let him know.
They go play action now. Jackson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Able to slither by. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Brown. No gain on the play there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Keep tight end, keep tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That's to his running back, complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Watch this.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Quentin Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
1st down, Carolina.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Bridgewater gets it to Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down. 24 is the mic.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Roberts has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They got a man, it's Woods. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing now is Jackson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Down. 60 or. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Keyshawn Johnson, 53 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bridgewater here to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Throwing, Bridgewater. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey,